my name is Shelby Hedges, and this is my persuasive speech. Imagine waking up at the crack of dawn by echoes of barking surrounding your cage, feeling hungry, lonely, and scared, wondering if your owner will ever come back for you and why they left you in this scary cell in the first place. Or wondering if being caught on the side of the highway was really for the better, because being locked up in a cage more than 16 hours a day doesn't really seem like the most ideal situation. Well, for animal shelter dogs and puppy mill dogs, this is what their lives are. Today, I intend to convince you that the city of Las Vegas should ban the sale of pets in pet stores. Through my own experience volunteering at animal shelters and adopting 2 dogs from a rescue organization, I've seen my fair share of innocent animals being neglected, abused, scared, and eventually euthanized due to the overpopulated animal shelters across Las Vegas. Which is why I'm so passionate in finding a positive and better solution for these acquitted furry friends by doing my own research and helping to steer a community to ban the sale of pets in pet stores. Could you imagine having your life ended because you thought no one loved or wanted you? Euthanizations for dogs are like suicides for people. Do we want that kind of blame put on ourselves when we have the opportunity to do something about it? A bill that bans the sales of pets in pet stores will help reduce the number of adoptable animals that are euthanized, while simultaneously driving away the vicious puppy mill business and gaining solely responsible local breeders. In an article written for Mainline Animal Rescue, it is stated that puppy mills are factory farms where thousands of breeding dogs are kept in cages slightly larger than their own bodies. After 8 years of service, a breeding female is often starved to death or led into a dark cornfield and shot once she can no longer produce puppies for market. Animal shelters are where neglected, abused, stray animals come for a hopefully temporary home. However, for many of the animals, it's their permanent home. In a fact sheet titled Stop Puppy Mills, written and delivered by Senator Mark Menendo, showed that the HSUS estimates that animal shelters care for between 6 to 8 million dogs and cats every year in the U.S., of whom approximately 3 to 4 million are euthanized. The impact of pet overpopulation is a humane crisis as well as a financial one. Another instance for the city of Las Vegas was in an article written by the Press Associated, which explained that in Las Vegas there was an outbreak of contagious diseases at a shelter, where officials admit they kept animals for too long without destroying them, which has forced the killing of about 1,000 dogs and cats. In our own community, we have ruined the lives of innocent dogs and cats because of a disease that could have been prevented. Mainline Rescue Organization also said that these are just only the beginning. The organization often finds female breeding dogs debarked with steel pipes, back teeth cracked, and jaws broken. They have also found that these animals from puppy mills come with scars due to suffering more than a dozen cesarean sections without anesthesia by commercial dog breeders, who are generally farmers that are clearly unqualified to perform such surgeries. Does this sound okay to you? Are we willing to allow puppy mill breeders to expose innocent animals to contagious and potentially fatal diseases and abuse just to keep the impression of a purebred dog alive? Well, I'm most certainly not, and neither should you, because there is hope for a better future for these shelter animals and victims of puppy mill treatment, and I, through research conducted, have found proof that there is a possible solution to such a horrible issue. A small town in Kingston, Canada, has created a new bylaw that bans the sales of cats, dogs, and rabbits unless those animals come solely from shelters or rescue organizations. In an article written by Bill Hutchins on the Canadian town's new bylaw, he says that the measure is designed to put bite on illegal breeders, eliminate so-called impulse buying of pets, and reduce the city's pet overpopulation. Not just Canada has taken notice in the adopt, don't shop benefits. Many cities in America have already chosen to ban the sales of pets in pet stores due to the increased awareness of how shocking, cold-blooded, and abysmal puppy mills can be. In an article written by Stephanie Ulmer, she notes that as of 2010, there are only 6 cities in the United States that have banned the sale of puppies in pet stores. They are West Hollywood, California, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Austin, Texas, Hermosa Beach, California, Lake Worth, Florida, and Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Even northern Nevada is aware of the destructive immorality that puppy mills have to offer. If these cities are doing it, and Lake Tahoe in our own state has done it, why can't we help steer this evil practice to the ground? After finding out that there are already certain cities making legislative changes, it seems like we should be jumping on such an important bandwagon too. Because of the local success stories and cities advocating for change, here's how we can help. Imagine if you were a shelter animal and a policy that banned the sales of pets in pet stores took place. You'd finally not only have a higher chance for a family, but you would also have your life. On November 18, 2015, at the Las Vegas City Council, a new ordinance was put forward to bar pet shops from selling animals bred in puppy mills. The ordinance, drafted based on a similar resolution in Phoenix, would require pet shops to sell, display, or give away only animals obtained from an animal shelter, nonprofit humane society, or nonprofit animal rescue organization. As of 2015, according to the Humane Society of the United States, at least 59 cities and counties across the United States have banned pet stores from selling commercially bred puppies. Let Las Vegas be next. Patsy Murphy, executive director of the Animal Refuge League, said, "The bill could help crack down on inhumane puppy and kitten mills. If this legislation is successful, it would boost adoptions for area animal shelters and rescue groups, and increase opportunities for responsible breeders." In conclusion, I encourage each of you to be the voice for the voiceless. There are so many animals out there who seek a family, but even more, a friend. Volunteer your time, foster a furry friend, sign a petition, or even adopt a shelter animal. I rescued 2 animals from a wonderful organization that were listed to be euthanized. They were stranded, hungry, and scared when they were found off the side of the highway. That's why I advocate so strongly for our furry companions, because I know that they are a beacon of light and genuine fun. Banning the sales of pets in pet stores will benefit the number of unnecessary euthanizations of shelter animals in the Las Vegas area. Imagine waking up at the crack of dawn to the sound of an alarm clock. You hear the rustling of sheets and someone slowly making their way out of bed. You run to their side, and they kiss your long nose and feed you, give you fresh water, and play with you, all before 7 in the morning. That's when you know you are truly loved and appreciated. This is what it should be like for every animal. Sure, I rescued an animal or 2, but really they rescued me. Now this is your chance to help make a difference in the eyes of those who don't have a voice. Make the change you wish to see in the world and adopt, don't shop. Thank you.